You are nothing to me, you are nothing to the Lord, you're nothing but an Edomite.
Oh, freedom! Oh, freedom!
Fresh meat. Good job, gentlemen. Take them to the cabins.
Lasers gonna come out of our eyes and fuck you up. Lasers gonna come out of our mouth. Look, when we come back down there, some of you crackers are gonna try us, and we're gonna have fun fucking your asses up. You know? Like Pinhead. We coming like Pinhead on your ass. We coming like, we gonna say, let the games begin and commence to fucking your ass up.
You are nothing to me, you are nothing to the Lord, you're nothing but an Edomite.
Why did God make us Edomites?
I hate my life.
Welcome to the kingdom. A kingdom of righteousness.
That's how we're gonna be on you Edomites, man. You're gonna be a part of our release therapy. You know, let me get some frustration out. Let me vent real quick. And the word vent means to let out air. Let me give me a quick release. Let me fuck these Edomites up. Then I'm gonna enjoy the rest of my day. Man, it felt good. Let me enjoy the rest of my day. You know?
Help me! Help me! The Israelites are coming! Help!
My slaves, my Edomites, welcome to hell, welcome to the kingdom.
Revelation chapter 2, verse 26. And he that overcometh this world. You overcome this beast system. And the only way you can overcome, let me get this real quick precept. 1 John chapter 5 and verse 4. For whatsoever is born of the Most High overcometh the world. And this is the victory that overcometh the world, even our faith. Who is he that overcometh the world, but he that believeth that Yahweh Shai is the son of Yahweh? That's how you overcome the world. You got to hold on to this knowledge. That shows you believe that Yahweh Shai is the son of Yahweh, because you believe this record. You believe this word, man. Our faith is in this. So back in Revelation 2 and 26, and he that overcometh and keepeth my works unto the end. You hold on to this truth to the end. To him will I give power over the nations.
My slaves, my Edomites, welcome to hell, welcome to the kingdom.
And he shall rule them with a rod of iron. Right, because like I read earlier, you know, you Edomites, you're gonna be like sheep laid in the grave. And we're gonna beat you sheep into submission, man. We're gonna have an actual rod of iron. All right? Which our scepters, they're gonna be made of gold, they're gonna be made of, you know, precious metal. But you know, a rod of iron, when you go more into it, it symbolizes a severe and rigorous rule. Meaning, we're gonna be merciless towards you Edomites. We're gonna be ruthless towards you Edomites. You are ruthless to us. Look how Edomites have treated us during the time of hardcore bondage up until right now. You still not having mercy on us, man. That's why scriptures say, for he shall have judgment without mercy, that have showed no mercy. And mercy rejoiceth against judgment. All right? You gonna have judgment without mercy, your whole society is gonna be destroyed by fire. And then you're going into hardcore slavery under us.
Help me! Help me! The Israelites are coming! Help!
What makes you think humanity is worth saving?
Freedom! Oh, freedom! Oh, freedom over me!
Mercy rejoiceth against judgment because the elect of Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai are going to receive that mercy. The sure mercies of David. You getting beamed up right before that nuclear holocaust. So mercy is going to rejoice against judgment. You're going to be in them chariots looking down at America getting destroyed from above the firmament, man. That's mercy rejoicing against judgment. It says the remnant were affrighted and gave glory to the power of heaven, man. All right, so back in Revelation 2 and 27, and he shall rule them with a rod of iron, as the vessels of a potter shall they be broken to shivers, broken to pieces. We gonna break you Edomites to pieces, man. That's a hell of a statement too. Because see, when you go into these scriptures, the way that the Most High speaks and the way that his son speaks, these are the words of Yahweh Shai, they speak the dialogue of the ancient world. And there's no way you can top that language, man. You know how they speak. You can't top that dialect, man. We gonna beat your ass into pieces, man. You did it to us.
You are nothing to me, you are nothing to the Lord, you're nothing but an Edomite.
This is Revelation 13, 9, and 10. It says, if any man have an ear, let him hear. And he that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakak Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Peace and salutations to the elect, and much respect to the brothers pushing his word in the four winds of the earth. And shalom to you few sincere sisters out there as well. It's Brother Ariel coming at you with another lesson. And yeah, that was a beautiful video. A couple of brothers that put it up. Brother Debar Kabash put it up. That's where I got the video from. There's another brother that put it up as well. And it's a beautiful lesson, man. A beautiful video, rather. A representation of what's to come, which is the kingdom. We got a lot of jakes out here screaming about reparations. But, these Edomites are our reparations. When we have them in captivity and they work for us, okay, for 1,000 years in hardcore bondage, right? So they put us in captivity, so we're going to put them in captivity. They kill with the sword, they're going to be killed with the sword. With the sword is their blessing. All right, so let's get Lamentations, the 4th chapter. Lamentations 4 and 21 and 22. And it says, rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, that dwelleth in the land of Uz. The cup also shall pass through unto thee. Okay, that cup of what? Slavery is going to pass unto them. And thou shalt be drunken and shalt make thyself naked. And the punishment of thine iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion. He will no more carry thee away into captivity. He will visit thine iniquity, O daughter of Edom. He will discover thy sins. Okay, and this time is coming. It's fastly approaching. We still got a couple of prophecies to go, but, this is going to be a beautiful time on the earth where, the earth is going to rejoice. The people in the earth, the trees, the animals, everything that is in the earth is going to rejoice when Yahweh Shai, comes to rule the earth in righteousness, man. There won't be any more, wickedness, iniquity, sin, none of that. Okay, even though we're going to rule over these other nations and set them straight. But I mean, as far as us, we're going to be set in order. It's going to be a beautiful time to be alive and a beautiful thing to behold. That's something I can't wait for. I said that's just one of the things that was depicted in the video. Another thing was spiritual powers, right? I believe at the beginning. Where Apostle Tahar was saying, brothers are going to have lasers shooting out of their eyes, man. The Lord is going to, have brothers doing a lot of miraculous things in these last days and times. I'm going to go to Jeremiah real quick. The 16th chapter. And I'll read 16 through 18. And it says, behold, I will send for many fishers, saith the Lord, and they shall fish them. And after I will send for many hunters, and they shall hunt them from every mountain and from every hill and out of the holes of the rocks. Okay? So at the beginning it says, the Lord will send for many fishers. This is what we are right now, fishers of men. putting out the message through the Spirit of the Lord, hoping to, catch the ears of the elect, even though it's all done by the Heavenly Father through the Spirit of the Lord, not us. Okay, so that's what the fishers are. We are the fishers. And they shall fish them, right? Meaning the elect. And after I will send for many hunters, right? So we're going to turn from fishers to hunters. Lord willing, I'm of that number. And they shall hunt them from every mountain and from every hill and out of the holes of the rocks, right? And it's talking about them as Edomites out of the mountains. If you read Isaiah, the 2nd chapter, excuse me. Let's just get that real quick. Isaiah, the 2nd chapter, I believe, starts with like 19. Right. And it says, and they shall go into the holes of the rocks and into the caves of the earth for the fear of the Lord and for the glory of his majesty when he ariseth to shake terribly the earth. And in that day a man shall cast his idols of silver and his idols of gold, which they made each other, or each one for himself to worship, to the moles and to the bats, to go into the clefts of the rocks and into the tops of the ragged rocks, for the fear of the Lord and for the glory of his majesty, when he ariseth to shake terribly the earth. Okay, this is talking about the time when, those nuclear missiles are raining down here on the earth, man. Especially Babylon the Great, of course. But those missiles are going to touch down on other places in the earth as well. But the main target will be America, right? So that's what that reminds me of right here. It's showing you, that it's talking about these Edomites, man. They're going to go into hiding. And you can see that now with the bunkers and, all these, places they have to hide, under the sea, in the sea and in the caves, underneath the earth and all of that, right? So we're going to be fishing them out, man. We're going to be hunters. We're going to hunt them. We're going to be hunting them down. We're going to be like predators, And it says, for my eyes are upon all their ways, and they are not hid from my face, neither is their iniquity hid from mine eyes. Okay, and I'm back here in Jeremiah 16. And first, I will recompense their iniquity and their sin double, because they have defiled my land. They have filled my inheritance with the carcasses of their detestable and abominable things. Okay? So yeah, this is basically, just like I just said, speaking of, gathering them up, okay? From wherever they may be hiding, right? And it speaks about that in Isaiah as well. I believe that's the 24th or the 34th chapter. I don't remember. Or it could be in the 2nd chapter too. Let me just see. Visit it. Yeah, Isaiah 24th chapter. Where it says, they shall be gathered together as prisoners are gathered in the pit, and shall be shut up in the prison, and after many days shall they be visited. Okay, talking about these Edomites, once we gather them up. Okay, and I go into this a lot, but I love going into this. Okay, because once they're gathered, then you can move right to Ezekiel, the 39th chapter, when it speaks of us giving them continual employment to take care of all the carcasses that are on the earth, all the bones and, everything that needs to be cleaned up in the earth, man. Okay? That's true reparations. They're gonna be working for us. We're gonna have the wealth of the earth, man. Like it says here in Isaiah the 61st chapter, I believe, 61. We're gonna have the wealth of the earth, man. The earth is ours. I'll just read 6 and 7, and it says, but ye shall be named the priests of the Lord, and men shall call you the ministers of our power. Ye shall eat the riches of the Gentiles, and in their glory ye shall boast yourselves. For your shame ye shall have double, and for confusion they shall rejoice in their portion. Therefore, in their land they shall possess the double. Okay, everlasting joy shall be unto them. Okay, that's what we're gonna have, everlasting joy, man. Okay, we're gonna boast ourselves in the kingdom, and all of the riches from all the Gentiles, okay, the heathens, are gonna flow unto us. All right, all gold, silver, precious metals, precious jewels, precious stones, things that are of great value are going to be given to us, okay? And of course, plus the world itself. Shit, if you want to be technical, the galaxy, this whole galaxy is going to be ours, man. All right, we're going to be able to travel to different planets, okay? We're going to have knowledge of all things. It's going to be a beautiful time in the kingdom. And yeah, that video was very vivid, and I love it. It's very harsh, wasn't nothing nice about it. To someone that is weak-minded, they would be bothered by that. Okay, but this is something that this is our blessing. This is what we are meant to get, the earth, and we're gonna have the heathen as our possession. Okay. What else was I gonna get? I was gonna get Psalms 91, of course. Let me see, Salakia. And Psalms 2, 7 through 9. And it says, I will declare the decree, the Lord hath said unto me, thou art, hold on. Yeah, I will declare the decree, the Lord hath said unto me, thou art my son, this day have I begotten thee. And ask of me, and I shall give thee the heathen for thine inheritance, and the uttermost parts of the earth for thy possession. And thou shalt break them with a rod of iron, and thou shalt dash them in pieces like a potter's vessel. Okay? So yeah, they're gonna be given to us for a possession, man. The earth, okay, and the heathen for an inheritance. All right? Reparations. Real reparations. We about to be living real good, man. Okay, we not really living lavishly right now, even though, who would want to be right now, okay? Right now is not the time to want to be rich or anything like that. Right now, you want to be grounded. Right now, you want to be spiritually sound, okay? You don't want to be financially sound, okay? You don't want to be comfortable right now. So where the Lord has you right now is where you're supposed to be. And you may, go through hard times and all that, but just know that's only going to make you stronger. At the end of the day, to make it through is coming. Okay? Just know that, true riches is coming. True happiness is coming. True, abundance of everything the earth has to give, or the universe has to give, is at our fingertips, man. We just got to wait and be patient. Right? Let me get, I'll just end it here. What was that? Zechariah, the 14th chapter. Why does it always do that? Man, we just slide on over there real quick. And I'll read 12 through 14. I think that's what I want. Right? And it says, and this shall be the plague wherewith the Lord will smite all the people that have fought against Jerusalem, and their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet. Okay, all those that have fought against Jerusalem. Go ahead and read Psalms, the 83rd chapter. Okay, all of our enemies. Okay, there are 18 nations in the Bible. Okay, so that's pretty much 17 nations that are our enemies that are going to be under subjection to us in the kingdom. Their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet, and their eyes shall consume away in their holes, and their tongue shall consume away in their mouth. Okay, that's nuclear destruction right there. Okay, and it shall come to pass in that day that a great tumult from the Lord shall be among them, and they shall lay hold every one on the hand of his neighbor, and his hand shall rise up against the hand of his neighbor. And Judah, or Yahweh, also shall fight at Jerusalem, and the wealth of all the heathen round about shall be gathered together, gold and silver and apparel in great abundance. Okay? And all of that is going to be ours. Okay? So we ain't got too much longer, brothers and sisters. We just got to wait and be patient, you know? But yeah, I just want to do a quick little lesson, which I pray has been edifying, you know, on that video there. Okay? And shalom to the brother that made that video, because that was a beautiful depiction of what we hope to see, you know? So, and what's prophesied to be, okay? So like I said, Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. I want to say shalom to the next one.